I started my career as a community-based participatory research methods, working in a community organization. Over there, I had a lot of control in terms of the services we were giving as an organization, because the work we did and the results of the research findings were really impacting directly the service we were providing. So there was a very strong connect to the work we are doing. Right now, what I'm doing and a lot of work that I've done, actually working with Ever Project, we work with them in terms of evaluating their services and trying to see how best you can provide services, how best you can answer and be effective in the work that you're doing in those small little time frame that you're working. Like some of the things that we recommended around were about the fact that a lot of trans and non-binary people were the people on the calls who were likely to be less satisfied with the conversation with the people, because it always thought that they have to educate the person on the other line a lot more about who they are, what they are going through and what the issues are. Those things are really important in terms of like actually evaluating the services. Like right now we're evaluating some of the work that is happening in LGBT Center in Los Angeles and other thing, and trying to give like honest feedback and working through those issues. Organization networks also want to be effective, right? We are investing money and everyone wants to be effective. So just to evaluate and see how that work is going. But the other piece of my work that I've recently started doing in terms of identities, especially gender and sexual identities, is around the fact, how do we even measure and ask the right questions? A lot of my recent work is about asking good questions. All these coding schemes that we use, like, hey, how do you identify in those 5 categories and then other, it just really restricts people. Especially because we are not updating these categories on a very regular basis, right? Still people say, okay, so you do one of those 5 categories or you just say other. Other usually gets lost in all analyses. What work I'm doing right now and the way I think about is what the best ways is we can ensure that services that are going out are more effective and are applicable to the diversity of the population. And the second bit what I would talk about is, are we asking the right questions and collecting the right information?